Hello everyone and welcome back to this series where I'm playing all of the Diner Dash spin-offs. And after the last game I played, Diaper Dash, I needed a break from the, well, bad games. And what better way to do so than playing a fan favourite game, which has been recommended to me many times, Hotel Dash. Right away from opening the game, I am delighted to see not just one, but 6 familiar faces. Or 7 if you include the dog. Who is that kid though? Is that the dog lover as a child? But anyway, this is a great start. My hopes are high for this one. Starting off, we are back at what I can only assume is Flo's diner, but it looks very different than in previous games. Anyway, Quinn arrives with some wonderful news. Flo, I've found the most brilliant way to expand my wedding business. I'm now also planning honeymoons. Wait, wasn't that a whole part of Wedding Dash? You had to plan the wedding and the honeymoon, right? Oh, hey there, Aunt Ethel. Tony and Vicky will be so happy when they see where I've booked their honeymoon. Wait, is that Tony as in Tony's Pizzeria and Vicky as in the daughter of notorious Mr. Big? Well, I guess this game follows on from the events of our new Flo. Where are they going? Hawaii? Italy? Paris? And who is this shady looking character eavesdropping on them? Well, you know Tony. He wanted to stay near his pizzeria, so I've booked them in at the Dinertown Suites. This is basically like having your honeymoon in a travel lodge. What were you thinking, Quinn? Well, apparently the Dinertown Suites have gone right downhill since Quinn stayed there over 20 years ago. Flo and Quinn venture down to the hotel, which looks very run down, with all its windows smashed. Why didn't you check TripAdvisor before booking a honeymoon there, love? Flo, what am I going to do? Tony and Vicky will be horrified, and I'll lose my travel booking business. Okay, don't panic. Are there any other places in town we could put them? Well, apparently Quinn has researched all the other places, and they either smell like mildew, are closed for renovations, or are haunted. There are just 10 days until the honeymoon, but luckily our hero, Flo, has an idea. But look, this shady looking character is now inside the hotel. Quinn, with your style and my know-how, we can transform this dump into a dream getaway in 10 days. I believe in you, Flo. She always pulls it off, doesn't she? This place really is kind of run down, but I bet we can turn it around. All we need is a little hard work and Tony and Vicky's honeymoon will be a dream. Ever the optimist, Flo. If only I could be more like you. Look at the state of this place. Paint peeling off the walls. Ugly wooden floors, and just 2 rooms? And Flo didn't even bother to change out her diner apron. So first of all, we need to drag the customers to their room to check them in. And then we must collect their luggage and bring it to their room for them. I can already tell this elevator is going to be the bane of my existence. We give them some time to unwind. Meanwhile, we check a group of 4 in upstairs. Now the girlies want some room service, so we go down to the kitchen to grab it and deliver it to their room. And now they're ready to check out. Wow, not even going to spend a night in there. It must be horrible. Once they check out, we must take their dirty laundry to the laundry room, while our Quinn just stands there and tops up her lippy. This feels like Wedding Dash all over again, Quinn doing absolutely nothing but taking all of the credit. Oh, I guess there are more than 2 rooms. The tutorial was just covering the others. So if you misclick, Flo stands there and shakes her head, and you can't move until the animation is finished. This is going to get on my nerves. After looking after a total of 6 groups of young ladies, all we have to do is collect their laundry one last time. And I'm told the wonderful news that picking up laundry doesn't break chains? Why didn't you tell me this sooner? Well, that went smoothly, didn't it? So if we have stars on our room, we'll collect star bills when people stay there. I wonder what we can use those for. Your guess is as good as mine, love. I haven't got a clue. Well, as with many of these spin-off games, we have the opportunity to buy some upgrades. How exciting. So we have to pay $750 to put a star in the room, but I still have no idea what these stars do. But there are more pressing matters here than earning some useless currency, namely upgrading the elevator, and getting some nicer carpets. So after our first guests check out the star room, we are told that the star bills are in fact used to upgrade our VIP room. I didn't even know we had a VIP room. This faster elevator certainly does help get things done quicker. So here is our so-called bridal suite, and we have to make it really special for our Tones and Vicky. And what better way to spruce things up than putting a couple of lamps in the room? What a waste of precious star bills. But apparently if we finish the room completely, we can get a special surprise. Oh, they know how to keep me playing. The ice machine will keep guests cool when they're steamed. Oh, so it's that type of hotel. Time for some more upgrades, and because I am a literal sheep, I buy the recommended upgrade. A cart, so Flo can carry an extra item around with her. It's a shame there isn't someone standing right at the reception desk who could help Flo carry things around. Well, I have some money left over, so I blow it all on buying stars for the rooms. Because yes, I am intrigued by the aforementioned special surprise. Okay, I can see why this cart was recommended. It is useful being able to carry 3 things at a time. Bloody hell, Quinn, you could at least entertain the guests while they're waiting. Yeah, that's right, just top up your lippy again. Now we have a lovely pink carpet to complement our lamps. What more could a couple of newlyweds want? Probably a bed, I don't know. Businesswoman alert. So there's a convention of businesswomen in town. Is that what they call a group of businesswomen? Oh my god, she's actually wearing a different outfit because she's on her hollybobs. They're still as impatient as ever and want to use our swimming pool, because businesswomen need a break sometimes too. Ooh, we have an extra room now. But I accidentally blew all my money upgrading the rooms, not realising there's another car upgrade. So the businesswoman will request a towel so she can use the pool. And she even left us some trash to clear up while she goes for a splash around. Thanks, love. Our honeymoon suite is certainly shaping up. Now we have the tiniest heart-shaped rug I have ever seen. I did have enough star bills for a bed, but I believe this to be more important. Now we have some lovely baskets of fruit to deliver to the rooms, to give guests a delightful surprise when they check in. Great, another task for our Flo to do. And now there's another room on the 3rd floor. So I purchased the car upgrade so we can carry 4 items at a time. Oh my god, it's the shady woman from the comic strip? Wait, why does she kinda look like Anne Hodges from Frasier? You ate all my raviolis! Who's the ravioli monster? Oh my god, she powered off the electricity? I guess she's some sort of environmental activist. I don't blame her, we don't need all of these lights on. It's like bloody Blackpool illuminations in here. At least there's finally something for Quinn to do, which is literally just turning the switch back on. Why is the switchboard this easily accessible? Surely that's a safety hazard. You know what? I can't be arsed putting these fruit baskets out. Who has time for that? Oh dear, we've lost our first customers. I left poor Barb waiting too long for her luggage. Can't you just get it yourself, love? There's literally an elevator. Our honeymoon suite finally has a bed. It looks rather romantic already, a little over the top maybe. Great, now our hotel has plumbing problems. So we'll have to clean up all the messes with a mop. Can't we just call a plumber? Well, at least our cart can hold 5 things at once now. Poor Rosie has pissed herself. Don't worry, love, I'll clean it up. Are we just giving Rosie the bad rooms, or are they blocking the toilets? The businesswomen aren't having any plumbing issues, but then again, I don't think they'd take it as well as our Rosie. Oh, looky who we have here. The hungry man returns. And I'm guessing they'll want 2 rounds of room service. But first, I must upgrade the cart to a mega cart, so we can carry around 6 things at once. What more could a girl need? Maybe a red-headed sidekick or something? Oh god, look at all those hungry men. I didn't think of it until now, but isn't it weird how these groups don't mingle? I mean, why would 4 hungry men stay in a room together? Do you think they share a bed? Do they cuddle? Okay, let's not think about that too much. But anyway, the hungry men do indeed want 2 rounds of room service. Which is fine, but a bit of a pain when there's 3 groups of them, and plumbing issues to take care of. And now Bloody Ann Hodges is back. How did she even get in? She came in from the 2nd floor? Might as well have used the main entrance, love, or Quinn is too busy topping up her lippy to notice. I think maybe we should invest in some security in this hotel. We have enough star bills now to put a bathtub in the honeymoon suite, but shouldn't that be in the bathroom? No wonder this place is having plumbing issues. Flo is telling me off for not sorting the honeymoon suite fast enough. And there are the bloody lovebirds from Flo on the Go. That's not Tony and Vicky. I upgrade all of the rooms to 3 stars. I'll show you, Flo. Wow, there's so many businesswomen here. And guess who shows up again? The saboteur. She can't even come up with a more entertaining prank than turning the lights off. Well, the lovebirds don't even appear in this level, but I'm guessing they might later on. Now we have just one more upgrade until our honeymoon suite is complete. Speaking of honeymoons, apparently there's a bunch of newlyweds on their way, and we are told they'll want extra pillows, because they are pillow princesses after all. Think they'd go somewhere a bit more romantic than this for their honeymoon. We have plumbing issues, just one staff member who does everything, and a woman that turns off the power every now and then. We're not even up to Travelodge standards yet. It's funny that they used the image of the newlyweds on the last level. I'm guessing that was a little mistake. Bloody hell, we have 3 spillages at once. Why does it only happen to you, Rosie? We can't take you anywhere, can we? At least the newlyweds don't cause any disturbance with their smooching like in other games. They're fine, I guess. At last our honeymoon suite is complete, and we get some fireworks. I guess that was our special surprise? How disappointing. Wow, this place has really turned around since we started working here. Tony and Vicky will be here any minute, and I'm sure they're going to love the honeymoon suite. I bloody hope so. I've been working so hard to get those upgrades. Wait, when that dialogue box is open, the hotel is still as shabby as when we first started out here? Look, the paint's peeling off the walls, and there's no decor and those ugly wooden floors. But then when we press next, like magic, we are back in our fully upgraded hotel. That's odd, why didn't I notice that sooner? There is just one final upgrade to purchase, which is the ice machine, which I have literally never used. Might as well buy it, I've got 25 grand here. I guess this has become something of a hotspot for honeymooners, God knows why. They must have a low budget. Oh, here's our mate again. I've grown accustomed to her sneaky antics. But I'm afraid you're far too predictable for me now, love. You could at least fart in the elevator or tie my shoelaces together or something. Oh look, Tony and Vicky are here. This place looks perfect. It's so romantic. It's almost a shame that Tony and Vicky only have eyes for each other. Are you kidding me? We could have gotten away with giving them a crappy room. And of course, I can't help but notice that Vicky looks awfully similar to Francine Smith. And you know, I can't make a video without at least one American Dad or Family Guy reference. Aw, look at our Tony. He's so happy his little hat popped off his head. You've made this the most magical day. Quinn, I can't thank you enough. Aw, it was nothing. Maybe for you, love. You don't do anything. Where is Flo's thanks? Our Quinn gets a disappointing phone call. I booked Margarita and her parents in for a ski vacation, but the lodge I booked them into just got shut down by a snowstorm, and the only other place that's open is a total dump. Oh wait, what? I thought you were booking honeymoons. Well, apparently Quinn has been expanding her business and planning family vacations too. Ah yes, expanding the business after just one successful honeymoon. Quinn asks Flo how she would feel about taking an Alpine trip, and Flo replies, "I am not going to be doing much skiing, am I? Well, okay, I'll do it." I love how Flo is so aware that Quinn is using her, but agrees to do it anyway. Quinn doesn't deserve her. Oh, and look who it is. Shady character, power-off woman, Anne Hodges herself. She pushes Quinn into the luggage, and her hat lands in Flo's hands. Odd, that hat seems very familiar. I think this lady is jealous of Quinn and Flo's relationship, and is trying to kill off Quinn so she can have Flo all to herself. Well, that's definitely not where the story's going, but one can always dream. This might be a little cozy, with a little work. I can feel the steam rising off my toddy already. We have some delightful music playing now. And look at that fireplace and that lovely view. But there is one problem here. The elevator is so bloody slow. And the towels and laundry chute have moved, so it's rather confusing. Not to mention I need to carry things with my delicate little hands again. Now guests are starting to ask for wake-up calls, so we have to knock on their door when their alarm rings, or use the phone. Can't they just use their phone's alarm? Nobody uses wake-up calls these days. Of course, I have to blow all of my money on a card and the elevator upgrade. I have just enough left to put stars on 2 rooms. Hal is back, but he's staying on his own. I guess they had a little fight. Seriously though, why are there so many solo Hals? I guess in my mind they're definitely like HGV drivers or something, so that adds up. And Hal is the only one asking for a wake-up call. Why not treat yourself to a lion, mate? This room looks pretty cozy already. It's not like it's a honeymoon this time, so why are we going to all this effort? Can't they just have a standard room? Oh, what fresh hell is this? We have a new guest, the clumsy clown. Apparently they make a mess, so we'll have to clean up after them. Can't we just ban clowns from the hotel? These guys are sure to cause a fair few nightmares. We have another elevator now? That's cool, I guess. But I was fine with just having one. Of course, I spend my money in the only rational way, on big cart and stars. Ugh, look at them. They're so annoying. Why is he playing with a yo-yo? Grow up, mate. So the clowns have gone for a swim, but they didn't ask for towels. I hope you're not going to leave a sopping mess in the halls. And now they've knocked a vase over. How dare you? That was a family heirloom. I'm going to be charging that to your room, pal. We've finally gotten our lounge area set up for guests to use. If we grab a newspaper and stash it in the lounge, our guests will go there to calm down if they're getting mad. Could be a real lifesaver. As if I need that. My guests don't get mad. Why would they be with my amazing service? Well, I can't figure out the newspaper thing anyway. Okay, we got there eventually. What can cheer you up better than a burning newspaper? Well, what would cheer me up is these bloody clowns leaving my establishment. I'm running out of vases. I only just realised that people can't walk past the smashed vase. What a load of idiots. But then again, they'd probably get a cut from it and sue me. Looks like another wave of plumbing problems. I'm pretty sure the plumbing problems didn't stop, love. Well, I am now a full-time mopper, I guess. At least we have this delightful fella here now who plays his little accordion. But I have to chat to him for so long to get him to do anything. I ain't got time for this, mate. You are cool though, aren't you? New customer alert. Sleepy guy with little hat and dressing gown. He's so eepy. He definitely makes the sound when he's asleep. Well, apparently he is rambunctious, even when he's asleep. Wow, Flo is so smart with her big long words that I have to look up. So we have to make sure that they get back to their rooms safely when they're sleepwalking. Oh my god, look at all these sleepy fellas. They're so ready for bed. Bless them. Oh no, 3 sleepwalkers already? They look absolutely terrified when we wake them up. I'm sorry, mate. We are a no sleepwalking hotel, I'm afraid. Oh my goodness, it's Shady Woman. I forgot about you. What mischief will we cause this time? Ah yes, the classic sprinkler activation. I'm glad she's gotten a little more creative with her antics. It's quite amazing that the alarm and sprinklers didn't wake the sleepy guy up though. He's just built different. I wonder what happens if we don't wake them up. Well, I guess nothing really happens. They just go on sleepwalking forever until you wake them up. I don't even think it bothers the other customers. The only problem is there's like no free rooms now. And when we do eventually wake them up, their happiness meter is pretty much full. This guy had an amazing sleep, I'm kinda jealous. It looks like there's a lot of groups looking for wake-up calls today. A phone in the lobby would be useful, but we might have to do it by hand. Mate, I literally already bought the telephone in the lobby, but I'm too busy to even use it. This is literally a job for Quinn. She is right next to the phone. You're telling me, as a receptionist, Quinn can't even pick up the damn phone? She is bloody useless. And before everyone tells me off for the Quinn slander again, this is so justified. She literally does nothing and makes our Flo do everything, just because she wants to plan vacations, but can't do her research. How can you even like this character? She has no redeeming qualities, apart from the potential romance between her and Flo, but Flo deserves so much better. You should be ashamed of yourself, Quinn. Anyway, rant over, I guess. And right on cue, our mischievous friend is here again. 2 levels in a row. For what do we owe this pleasure? Oh no, another new customer. Teen boys? I have a feeling they're somehow related to Cellphone Guy, or perhaps this was Cellphone Guy in his younger years, because they too make a right racket and are always talking on their mobile phones. Ugh, kids these days. All upgrades have now been purchased with 9 grand to spare. Well, we're nearly halfway through the day, and no annoying teens. I'm not complaining though. Oh, here they bloody are. Luckily we have a room on the first floor with his name on it, out of the way from everyone else so he can't bother them. You know what, they're not that bad actually. At least they're not destroying my property like these goddamn clowns. We have now completed our executive suite for Margarita. Look how cozy it is. I think we should let Barb stay in here. She deserves it. No, actually, Flo deserves it. When's the last time she had a break? Warning, avalanche of teenagers incoming. I must admit, I had a little giggle when I saw Flo say willy-nilly. If we just place them willy-nilly, everyone's going to get mad. I'll put them wherever I please, preferably whatever colour matches theirs. This bloke hit the jackpot. Family room all to himself. That's it, the Alpine Lodge is restored, and I'm just now realising that it was a ski cottage we were upgrading, not just a special room. She better love it. I'm expecting a 5-star TripAdvisor review. We wrap up our final shift at the Alpine Lodge. And we get to see Margarita and her parents. How lovely. And look, they're made up. And of course it's always a pleasure to see the most beautiful Diner Dash character. I could have sworn I saw that trench coat somewhere around here. Quinn, have you seen any mysterious figure in a trench coat anywhere? No, I haven't. Why? Flo tells Quinn about the woman she thinks is trying to sabotage the hotel. But Quinn doesn't give a and says she's got a bigger problem, because, of course, her problems are more important than Flo's. Cassie's got some investors on the line, and she needs a fancy hotel to wow them, but everything's booked solid. Why does she need to wow them in a hotel? What kind of investors are they? Well, there's a place open at Stark Executive Suites, but it's way too barren. Oh, and there's Dunwich House, but it's haunted. Barren or haunted? I know what I'd rather have. Haunted, of course. Flo promises Quinn that she'll make sure the Stark Suites are up to snuff, and tells her to book Cassie in there. Bright lights, big city. Oh dear God, not this guy. I hate this guy with a passion. And he has a security guard now. They don't like to be trifled with, so we better help them first. This place doesn't even look that bad. I can't believe Flo said it was barren. Oh, so the bloody VIP won't let anyone walk past him in the hall. Who do you think you are, pal? Cancel this man. Well, I seem to have soft-locked the game by picking up the other people's bags, and I can't give them to them, and I can't put them down either. What a pain. These fellas are such a bloody nuisance. I don't even know what to do in this situation. All I can really do is wait for them to lose their patience and storm out. Good riddance, I say. But I opt to restart at this point because I do need the money for upgrades. But once again, the VIP is causing a lot of trouble. And I must get him some scram before the ladies can get to their room. And for some reason, the kitchen is now all the way up here. And I'm just realising how messed up these elevators are. I have to go up this one, then walk all the way across the hall, then go up another elevator. I can't be doing with this. And now bloody Simon is demanding another meal and a pillow. You can frig off, mate. It takes 5 business days to get the luggage up to the businesswoman. What a poorly designed hotel. I hate this. Take me back to that cosy cabin. Oh, so now Flo tells me that the bodyguards won't let anyone past, after the struggle of the last level. At least we have money to buy upgrades now. Oh my god, is that Derek playing the sax? This guy knows how to keep a tough crowd calm. He's so cool. I give in to temptation and buy the Derek upgrade, after upgrading the car of course. I'm not a complete idiot. And then I buy a star for 1 room for some reason. Oh, look at poor Hal. He's so confused. How can you do this to him, evil man? I hate him. What a rubbish room. Not much we can do with that, is there? Everyone will get mad if they can't move around the hotel, so we should just keep an eye on the celebrities and serve them first. Why should I? They don't deserve nothing. They're not even paying me more than the other guests, so I'm not going to go out of my way for them. I make sure Hal can get to his room first, so these horrible men don't block his way. And look, the VIPs even block other VIPs. I just realised the bodyguards kinda look like Mark Lebet from The Chase. These fellas certainly are hungry. I can't keep up with all the room service demands. And when does this fella only have 1 bodyguard? I guess he's just a minor celebrity. Looks like our sleepiest customers are back. If we don't want them trashing our nice new executive hotel, we're going to need to keep an eye on them. Excuse me? These guys aren't doing any trashing. They've paid to be here just like everyone else, so if they want to sleepwalk, I'll let them sleepwalk. Look, even the VIP isn't bothered by them. They are truly God's sleepiest soldier. Our executive suite is shaping up nicely. We have a very romantic looking bed and terracotta walls. Interesting colour choices. A new yet familiar customer, the joggers, are here, and their only demand is a towel to use at the gym. They shouldn't be too problematic, unlike some people. I always wondered why I thought the joggers were blokes, but in Sizzle and Serve they are referred to as he, so I guess anyone can be a jogger, not that it matters at all. I've gotten to the point where I'm checking in the VIPs last, just so everyone can get to their rooms. But still, they're trying to stop our joggers from getting their workouts in. Does everyone have insomnia? Everyone's either wandering the hotel or needs wake-up calls. When this is over, I'm going to need a nap. Maybe I could sneak into our executive suite and see how it's coming along. You don't even have to sneak in, love. This is your hotel. Treat yourself. Take a day off. Let Quinn do some damn work for once in her life. Oh no, the clowns are back. And already we have a broken vase. Oh look, Anne Hodges is back too. I guess she appears on the 6th level of each hotel. Oh, so she's back to the old switching off the power trick. The switchboard is very easily accessible here. Quinn doesn't even need to use the elevator anymore. There are so many wake-up calls, but I'm too busy to even wake the fellas up. I guess if you miss it, they just wake up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Is the circus in town? Something's attracting all of these clowns. Maybe it's our comfortable accommodation and reasonable prices? I don't know, Flo. Perhaps it's all the breakable objects. Oh my god, even worse than clowns, the cell phone guy is here. We weren't introduced to him. What's going on? I need a warning if my most hated Diner Dash customer is going to appear. Well, surprisingly in this game, I actually hate the clowns more. You got lucky this time, pal. Although Colin is ridiculously impatient, almost a businesswoman level of impatience. Speaking of which, I just lost my lovely businesswoman because I was dealing with yet another broken vase. This has definitely been the most annoying level yet. Oh, here we go, the cell phone guy introduction. We're getting a parcel of business clientele today. I think this fancy hotel stuff is going to her head. She never used to use big long words like this. And before we've even checked any guests in, the trenchcoat lady is here. I'd love to learn more about her, but I guess we will towards the end of the game anyway. I'm just now realizing that this version of Colin looks like I had to do it to him. His angry animation is so funny too. It's like he gets stuck. We've got a whole gaggle of newlyweds coming in. You'd think gaggle would be a word for a group of clowns, not newlyweds. Once again, we complete the room upgrades in the executive suite. Cassie's investors wouldn't have been happy if the room wasn't ready in time. This obviously won't be an issue. You're welcome, I guess. I don't think the investors will be paying much attention to the room anyway. This went as smooth as 300 thread count silk sheets. That's because we are pros, Flo. I always forget that we have an ice machine. It's always the last upgrade I buy. Oh bloody hell, we weren't warned about all these VIPs. They're all blocking each other. Wait, if our shady woman is turning off the power, shouldn't the elevators not work? How does she expect to sneak out? Is she relying on Quinn to fix it first? Derek really is holding it all together today. Whatever we're paying you is not enough, pal. I'm gonna miss you. The only thing I'm gonna miss about this bloody hotel. Now this is a room with a view. Cassie's going to wow her investors for sure. Oh, so we don't even get to see the investors? Well, I hope she clears up all that paperwork she threw all over the room. Flo spots that shady lady once again. I'm going to find out who that is once and for all. But on her way to investigate, Quinn interrupts to ask for yet another favour. You know what? If she wasn't so useless at everything she does, I would think Quinn was in on this sabotaging mission. Darn, must have just missed them. Who? I don't know. Flo points out the woman to Quinn, who just blatantly ignores her and tells her own problems instead. I booked Dolla's mum and dad into the tropical resort where they had their anniversary. But I went online and it's really gone downhill. Once again, an issue that could have so easily been avoided by having a little Google. I mean, out of all the tropical resorts in the world, she had to go for the downhill one. Poor Flo looks so exhausted, but nevertheless, agrees to help once again. What a hero. What a lovely little nook this will be when we're done with it. Darla's folks are gonna love it. I don't doubt you. You know what, this hotel looks fine. I don't think it's run down at all. Maybe a little carpet might be nice, but then again, the wooden look fits the aesthetic. Personally, I'd be very happy to stay here. I love the music on this level too, it's very SpongeBob-like. But once again, we are subjected to carrying things with our hands. something I am very much against. And we have these stupid elevators that don't go all the way down. At least the kitchen is downstairs this time though. Well, I guess this is a dog-friendly hotel because the dog lovers are staying here now. We have to give the dogs some kibble to go back to their rooms, just like we do with Hal. So instead of our Derek on the sax, we have a ukulele guy who kinda looks like Hurley from Lost. If anyone can live up to Derek, it's Hurley from Lost. Well, I am a certified dog lover, so I don't mind going out of my way to make these little fellas happy. At least it's not as complicated as it was in Parking Dash. I don't think I ever figured that one out. Well, this is a nice level. All of the guests are really patient, so they're not even bothered by the dog that much. Oh, never mind, here's our Bob. I like how the dog barks in time with the music. What a talented fella. Bloody hell, the state of this room. It's like a new build Barrett home in here. It does have a beautiful view though. Oh no, it's vacation season, meaning there are lots of teens incoming. To be honest, I've not really noticed the other guests being bothered by them, but I guess I'm just too busy to really pay attention. Rosie certainly doesn't seem to care. Wow, 4 fellas and 4 dogs in one room? I bet it smells crazy in there. It's a parade of pooches. Now that's what I like to hear. Imagine like a parade of marching dogs, that would be so cool. You can't tell me that these guys aren't related. They're literally the same person with different hair. Oh god, that fireworks sound effect when you upgrade the rooms is honestly painful when you're wearing headphones. The dreaded words. Something tells me we're going to have our work cut out for us keeping the halls clear today. And just as expected, an influx of evil clowns and VIPs, or vaguely important pricks as I like to call them. Add a cell phone guy to the mix and I am in hell. Thankfully, it seems we are free of Collins today, but I would trade him with the clowns of VIP any day. All of this clowning around has lost me a Rosie. I am fuming. Even the lovebirds are losing their patience with me. Now we have somehow replaced the windows with doorways, but no doors. I hope you had planning permission for that, love. Darla's parents are gonna have no privacy in here. Oh my god, we have a new customer type. I recognise you from Flo on the Go. And I must say those horizontal stripes are not flattering at all, love. Oh, she's definitely like a travel vlogger or something. I bet she's posted a video about how awful this hotel is. I don't blame you. Tourists are fine, they just want a cheeky photo every now and then. I wonder what happened to their husbands. Oh, I almost forgot. The 6th level means that sabotage time has begun. She walked straight past you then, Flo. Didn't you notice? I mean, who wears a trench coat on a tropical island? Hey, stop filming Hal. I know he's handsome and everything, but privacy innit? A bunch of stars are showing up today with their lawyers and agents. Those guys are lawyers and not quiz champions? Anyway, I thought they were referred to as bodyguards earlier. So far we only have businesswomen, but they are stars to me. Well, I think the game lied to me, as there are no VIPs in sight. Unless our Hal is secretly a famous Hollywood star, and Bob is his lawyer. There's a new face in town, and boy is she a looker. Flo, I thought you only had eyes for Quinn. Don't worry, I've gone off Quinn too. So apparently this lady doesn't pack lightly, so we'll have to carry lots of luggage. She does seem like a nice gal though, so I don't mind. Bloody hell, that is a lot of luggage. Good thing I've fully upgraded my cart. Why do you need all that luggage anyway? You're only staying here for less than 2 minutes. And she's not changed her outfit during her entire stay here, unless she just has the exact same outfit like 10 times. Sorry blokes, you'll have to wait for your bags. The special room is now fully upgraded, and it even has a bloody waterfall in it. For you, with all that work we've been doing, I haven't gotten out to the beach once. Maybe once this is all over, I can have a nice relaxing nap. Not likely. Quinn, please give this woman a break. You're working her to death. Okay, I am now struggling with the kibble. I actually picked it up, but I think I clicked too early and then thought I didn't pick it up and went to get some more. And now there's a bunch of sleepy fellas roaming the halls, and even more in line. Just one last shift before Darla's parents come back. The hotel's really turned around, and the VIP room is looking spiffier than ever. I don't think it could look any more spiffier. Wow, there are so many vloggers today. Our hotel is going to be all over YouTube. I just hope nobody finds out about the bedbugs. Everyone has turned up for our final day here, but thankfully none of the abysmal males. Look, even Trenchcoat is here. Hiya, love. Unfortunately, we do have some clumsy clowns here now. But it's okay, I didn't like that vase anyway. I almost forgot about the fashion woman. They are a rare breed, I suppose. This room is a tiki paradise. Darla's folks are bowled over, and the whole room looks totally magical. Great job. Wow, I love the shirt, Mr. Darla. I love that they had to design these extra characters just to put on this part of the game. But when you look at Darla's dad's leg, it's kind of cut off at the bottom. Maybe he was supposed to go in the corner? Stop that trench coat! That's a little rude, Flo. She's a woman, not a trench coat. Well, Trenchcoat trips over the dog, and Flo confronts her. Oh, rats. Who are you, and why are you sabotaging my hotels? Sometime later, Flo and Trenchcoat have a chat over a cheeky cocktail. So let me get this straight, Mimi. Oh, so I guess her name is Mimi then? You were writing a book on the world's worst hotels, but you kept interfering. I'd show up and suddenly the place would be swanky, or cozy, or tasteful, and now my book is ruined. Okay, walk with me, Tim. God forbid a woman tries to improve an abandoned hotel to help her friend with her honeymoon business, or whatever it is now. Flo suggests that Mimi writes about the world's most improved hotels instead, to which she replies, "That's a good idea, but I'd need somewhere really special to write about." And of course, Flo knows just the place. That hotel that she and Quinn kept saying was haunted. Bloody hell, that's scary. Where is Quinn anyway? Guess she's not interested now Flo's fixed all the hotels. I'm shivering. Dunwich House is even scarier from the inside. And there are real live ghosts here. But they're not really live, are they? They're ghosts, so they're dead, aren't they? Oh, who cares? Well, apparently we just have to treat them like regular guests. But you're a ghost, mate. You could literally just sneak in here and do whatever you want. Where'd you get your money from? Ah, I can smell the mildew already. There's even bats in here. Oh, and Quinn is here too? Doing nothing, of course. I love that the ghosts are wearing little bow ties. They're so cute. How are you going to use a towel though, mate? Do ghosts shower? They don't even have to use the elevator, they just fly up to their room. I wish I could do that instead of using this elevator. Why do you have luggage, mate? Do you even have possessions? Maybe it's just a load of bow ties in there. So the ghosts bother other guests, just like the dog does. Leave poor Rosie alone. Look, you've made her piss herself. Okay, so the ghosts aren't like any other guest. They'll leave their rooms and scare people, and then get dirty and need new sheets. It's a good thing our towels are clean. What do you mean they get dirty? Something's not adding up here. They don't have bodily fluids or even skin, so how can they possibly get dirty? I'm coming to the conclusion that these are actually blokes in a ghost costume. That's the only rational explanation. Now we have a resident organist, who I like to think is Uncle Al from Wedding Dash, because he kinda looks like him from the back. Well, there are no ghostly guests today. I'm starting to think this hotel isn't haunted at all. It's all just for show, or another of Mimi I'm First's little pranks. This room reminds me of when you go on Rightmove and wonder why a house is so cheap. Then you see that it has this horrible green carpet, You can just smell it through the screen, like someone bloody died in there. Yeah, that's like this room. Between the ghosts and those cell phone guys, people are going to be asking for earplugs. We'll just have to be careful whom we put where. Rude. I'm always careful about whom I put where. Oh look, we finally have an object in our lovely room. A beautiful skull lantern on a gargoyle table. Looks a little bit lonely in there, doesn't it? We're starting to get some buzz, and it looks like there are a bunch of stars who want to come and check out our little haunted hotel. Oh, hello there, Zach Bagans. You want to film our little hotel for your little TV show? Well, you'll have to wait until I've checked everyone else in. And I'll put you in the room right next to the ghosts, so you can get some good shots of them. Oh, too scary for you, are they? Well, that's what you deserve. Maybe you can actually get some real evidence now, not just a, oh, I scratched my back and now there's a red mark. Or a, did you hear that? I can't believe he replaced Aaron with that bloke from The Chase. Okay, enough of that, sorry, got carried away there. Wow, this new carpet looks absolutely vile. Perfect for this aesthetic, I suppose. What do you call a bunch of clowns? A herd? A troop? A bunch? How the heck should I know, love? How about a loader? A load of bollocks, that is. You know what? I liked clowns before I played this game, but look at this guy. He's so annoying with his little yo-yo. He can't just stand still for a moment. Clean up on aisle, clown. Hey, there's a broken vase here, you know. Might want to do something about that. Poor Bob is tweaking out. Now we have a very impressive bed that looks like it's been taken from a cathedral. This room is looking a right mess, but I love it. Well, word of our hotel seems to have spread, and our spectral guests are crawling out of the woodwork. Some of them literally. Like bloody termites, these guys. Look at this abysmal lineup of guests. I'm losing the will to live here. And I guess the ghosts are bothered by dogs? You're a bit of a hypocrite, aren't you, mate? We must be doing something right, because our fashionistas are back. I hope they get along with ghosts. If anyone can get along with ghosts, it would be them. Well, it turns out they do not, in fact, get along with ghosts. I guess you are just unlovable, mate. But don't worry, there are customers I hate much more than you, so it's not all bad. We're really on the map now. Tourists are flocking to the hotel, and everyone's been talking about it. I'd say the hotel was back from the dead, but I think I'd offend the phantoms. Don't want to offend these little guys. Mind you, they offend everyone else. You know what? I actually like the ghosts. They're so cheeky. I only wish I'd put them next to the clowns, because if anyone deserves to be haunted, it's them. There really is a whole lot of tourists today. If I was going on my hollybobs, I can't say this would be my first choice of location. And why do they want a pic taken in front of their room? It would be much more fun to get a photo with our resident organist or with one of our spooky guests. Our fully upgraded special room is still looking a right state, but who were we upgrading this for anyway? For the trenchcoat woman? For Flo and Quinn's dirty weekend? For Mr. Big? He's not even being mentioned in this game, but his daughter has. Our hotel adventure is almost over. We've put so much work and time and love into this place. No need for all those ands, Flo. I wonder who is going to move into our VIP suite now. That's literally what I was just saying. Well, my bets are on Zach Bagans. Our final shift is full of ghosts, sleepwalking fellas, barking dogs, and of course, clumsy clowns. Even Hal made an appearance. But surprisingly, there was absolutely zero VIPs. And despite it being a very long shift, I had no trouble at all completing it. Well, I would certainly hope I'm getting the hang of it by now. Wow, I never thought this room could look so good. It looks so quirky. That's such a backhanded compliment, Flo. The ghosts look like they don't ever want to leave. Oh, so we were doing up this room for a family of ghosts? Oh, look at the little baby ghost. Of course the daddy ghost is wearing a bowler hat. But honestly, if I didn't know the context, I would have thought they were eggs and not ghosts. Flo and Mimi high five. We really did it, Flo. We really did, Mimi. This place is gorgeous, and all the ghosts seem so happy. I guess all they wanted was for the old place to get fixed up. And you even got your manuscript done. Now you can be a big-time author. But Mimi has actually decided against being an author, in favour of running the hotel. Good luck with that, love. Just as expected, Quinn barges in, asking for Flo's help. She has 50 people who want to throw a Halloween costume party and doesn't know where to put them. Luckily, Flo knows just the place. I think this hotel is open for business. So it hasn't been open for business the last 10 levels? So that was Hotel Dash. And I have to say, I enjoyed this game a lot. At first I was a little thrown off with all the different tasks and the elevator, but by the end I had learned each customer's different habits and needs. I have to say though, it is definitely one of the easiest games I've played, even easier than Diaper Dash, which could be seen as a good or a bad thing, but for me, I just wish it was a little more challenging, and actually got the expert goal on every single level on the first try. One of the highlights for me was of course Flo being the main protagonist. Although present in all of the other games, it's nice to see a story based around Flo, helping other people, and of course being able to play as her again. I feel like with many of the other protagonists in the spin-off games, we weren't able to see them develop so much over a small space of time, but being very familiar with Flo, this story shows many qualities we already know and love about her, and builds upon them. On the other hand, there is Quinn, who is clearly using Flo to do the hard work for her, and without Flo, Quinn's honeymoon business or vacation planning business or whatever it is, would have no doubt failed. I think that Flo is aware of this, but as we've seen with Mimi, Flo is happy to help anybody, even those who are literally trying to sabotage her. She's just such a good person. Also, was it just me, or did anyone else sense a little chemistry between Flo and Mimi? Anyway, I shall award the not so prestigious Octoroyal Seal of Approval to Hotel Dash. I enjoyed this game and would recommend it to those who enjoy this style of game. There's not really much else to say, but there are still a fair few games in this series, so stay tuned if you'd like to see more like this, and don't forget to like the video if you did. Thank you for watching and see you soon.